I've got a very important question for you all. How do you pronounce that word right there? Nougads. I'll ask you again. Let me know in the comments below. I don't do it phonetically. We'll talk about that in a minute. Hi, everybody. It's time to shave. It's Christmas season. It's the Christmas time. I purchased a couple of gifts. I'm doing well. I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. I'm all right. I need to buy more. Why? I don't know. Because it's Christmas. Why not? Okay, so we're going to shave today with a sample of some Stirling's Executive Man. I don't think I've ever used this before, so I don't know what the scent notes are, but it's got tallow and lanolin and shea butter, and smells good. This is one of their, probably one of their best sellers, that they're known for, Executive Man. Oops, if I can get the thing out. I got an even smaller sample now. Come out of there. Ooh. Why am I smelling the bag? I got the soap in my hand. Oh, boy. Hey, it's soft enough where you can remold it into whatever you want. Look, I made a lump. Smells good. Smells a little soapy. I don't know. Look it up yourself, why don't you? Why do I have to do all the work? Why do I have to do any of it? I haven't done any work at all. So we're going to be shaving with that. Going to lather up with the Sinatra Lennon DS Cosmetics signature brush. I don't know if they still sell those or not. They haven't been in contact with me since before the late recent unpleasantness. But anyway, we're going to use that. It's a synthetic brush, which I love. And we're going to shave with the Pearl Flexi, right? Is that what it is? Pearl. Made in India. I love this razor. It's a two-piece, and it's got that design, and it's adjustable. It's got that design where you unscrew the bottom, which stays in place, which is nice, and then the top comes right off. I love this design. So we're going to use that, and we're going to use a brand new feather blade. Here's how you load the Pearl Flexi. Is that what it is? It says Pearl. Dang it. I told you I didn't do any of the work. I don't even know what I'm shaving with here, folks. You figure it out. Hey, it's the fun day when you get to figure out what he's shaving with. So you put this is just embarrassing. Okay, so you put the top back on, and then you put your finger on top so that it engages. Otherwise, you'll be spinning this thing all day. And I adjusted it already to a 5. I don't remember if that's good or not. I don't use this very much, but I remember I like it a lot. It's heavy. It's kind of thick with 2 C's. And yeah, I don't think it's too expensive either. It's a copy of that, the Rex Ambassador, which I actually like this one a lot better. Okay, so I took a shower, did my hair, and I didn't shave yesterday because we had baseball tournament games, and we had a gig out at the Cat Ranch. I'll tell you about that later. And yeah, I just didn't shave yesterday morning. We're going to lather up with that brush and the Executive Man. And then because it's the Christmas season, I'll tell you what though, the leaves are all dropping today. I don't know what the deal is, but it looks like it's snowing leaves. So I'm going to hold off on raking leaves for a while. I'm going to do a little combo here. Cane from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements and Christmas Eve from Stirling. I'm going to put these both together, see what we get. It'd be like walking in a winter wonderland. Sleigh bells ring. Okay, let's put some hot water on the face. Don't want to get YouTube struck with singing that terrible version of that song. All right, let's take the Executive Man. I'm feeling hyper. Why am I talking so fast? I'm in performance mode. I need to calm down. All right. So yes, we had a gig last night, my little Beetle Bash. And we've done this for a few years now. I'm just lathering in the hand. I'm not just doing this in my hand and it's magically coming out. I've got that little thing there. I've got the lump. And so it's this place called a Cat Ranch. It's like cat rescue. It's this lady lives out in the country. She and her husband have worked with, animal rescue for years and years and years, but she specializes in cats. And she does have a few dogs. In fact, the cutest dog I've ever seen in my life. His name is Pippin. Oh, he was wearing a little Santa suit. I don't know how old Pippin is, but he could barely walk. He was just teetering along, but he was so friendly. Shout out to Pippin if you're watching. Pip, as they call him. Anyway, the Cat Ranch, her entire main house where she and her husband live, she has a bunch of cats in there. And then she's got a large backyard. Like I said, she lives out in the country. And they have a smaller house, not a tiny house, but a mother-in-law size house in the back that is only for the cats. And then connecting that along the fence and along the back fence, along the side, are these cat walkways, runways. They just had the run of the place. It's the Cat Ranch. And we played there. Played some Beatles music for everybody, and I think we played Hey Bulldog. I don't know if there's any cat Beatles songs, except for Leave My Kitten Alone, but we forgot to play that. We kept saying we were going to. Anyway, all right, let's start shaving. The Executive Man has got a nice, fresh, soapy, masculine scent, but it's not overpowering. I'm telling you, man, Stirling knows how to get the right blend of scents and creaminess in the lather and all that jazz. Let's just start shaving, shall we? And we'll talk while we shave. Ooh, this is such a heavy razor that it's like effortless. And when I pulled this out of the drawer, I think it was on 3.5, and I think I know why. I'm feeling it. It's pretty aggressive on a 5. It goes up to 6. These go to 11. No, it goes to 6. 1 to 6. I'm going to dial it back down. Now, on modern razors, I don't think you have to undo the top like you do with a Fat Boy. So I'm just going to go down to the 4. See how that feels. Yeah, you could do that. You know, you don't have to commit to that, you know. For something like shaving, ooh, there we go. That's better. That's a little bit less of the blade feel, which to me is unpleasant. So yes, had a lovely cat ranch gig last night. We played outside. It was a little chilly. It sprinkled a few times. In the morning, my older son had 2 tournament baseball games. We did very well in the first game. The second game, we lost one of our players. So we only had 8 guys on the team, and you need 9. Guys and girls. We've got Samantha's on the team, too. And one of them had to leave, so every 8th batter, we had to take an automatic out. And they were rallying to come from behind, but that last out, it got us. That automatic out we had to take. So that was good. I was proud of my boy. And now it's time to shave and talk about, oh yes, this. So Brock's, this is just, I don't know why I brought this up here. But these little things, I've loved these since I was a kid. Brock's makes them. It's an American candy company. And they're peppermint flavored, soft, as we pronounce it over here, nougat. And several years ago now, probably, gosh, oh man, it's been like 20 years. I used to do local theater a lot for many years, from the 90s till the early 2000s, so like 2008. So did a ton of local theater just for fun. Had a great group of people in the theater company. And one Christmas time, we were doing Harvey, I think. You know, the one about the invisible rabbit? I was playing the doctor at the mental hospital that they take Elwood P. Dowd to. You may have seen the movie with Jimmy Stewart. And anyway, backstage, I brought some of these Christmas nougats. And I said, hey, does anybody want some Christmas nougats? And we had a British lady in the cast, Bernie. And she said, oh, it's not called nougat, it's nougat. And we all loved that. We loved that she pronounced it nougat. And it sounded very posh. So ever since then, whenever it's Christmas time and these things come back out, we always post it on Facebook to one another. And now my kids, when they eat them, I say, would you like some nougat? So thank you, Bernie, for that. I just love those things. I have like 1 a day. That's about enough for me. All right, so there's the first pass. Ooh, I'm telling you, man. Check out Pearl. Manufacturing company out of India. I believe this is the Flexi. It's fantastic. It is a great, great razor. And it's adjustable. And it's 2-piece. It's got a great design and it shaves beautifully. And it's built like a tank. And they gave me a little stand with it, I think, which is extra. But this thing's heavy. You could conk somebody on the head with this thing. I'm not going to. Of course. All right. Let's lather up. Do the second one. Second pass. So how's everybody doing with your Christmas shopping? If you're celebrating Christmas or Hanukkah or any of the other various holidays and things, I'm not sure when everything falls this year. But I hope if you're celebrating your holiday that you've got everything done you need to get and found everything at the store. I know it's still sometimes hard to find certain products on the shelves. But yeah, last year... And this year, I'm not asking for anything for Christmas. I don't need anything. It's like that old thing, because I'm a huge Beatles fan and a Star Wars fan, sometimes people, like maybe coworkers for like a white elephant gift, they'll buy me something. It's like, oh, you like Star Wars? So here, take this salt and pepper shaker set that look like R2-D2 and C-3PO. I'm like, Thank you very much. That's great. And so you're very nice and polite, and you put it away in the in the drawer. You never use it. So I don't want anything for Christmas. I feel like I've gotten so much over the year, and if there's something new that's Beatles or Star Wars related, I probably already got it for myself. So one of those type things. And plus, I just prefer to watch other people open their gifts on Christmas morning. I live vicariously through them, and hopefully see the joy flashing in their eyes. But we're going to Pennsylvania for Christmas this year, up to Bucks County, so that should be nice. I'm flying out Christmas Eve morning. So we did that one time a few years ago, my wife and I, before we had kids, and we're like, oh my gosh, that place is going to be deserted. There's going to be nobody in the airport. It's Christmas Eve morning. Actually, you know what? I think it was Christmas morning that we flew out. And it was packed. I've never seen the airport more packed. I guess the fares might be cheaper on that day because they think, oh, nobody's going to want to travel. But that's when everybody travels. So, I got a little nick. Got a couple little nicks. All right, maybe I should dial it back again. Maybe that's why I had it down on a 3. All right, let's go to 3. DEFCON 3. Remember that movie War Games? That was a good one. Matthew Broderick. Man, I'm just all over the place with this one. I'm not really demoing much of anything new. The executive man from Stirling, and talking about Christmas nougat. But another favorite of my father-in-law, who is from England, is marzipan or marzipan. All these different ways to pronounce these words. So marzipan, the almond paste, sugar, delicious. Well, you know me, I like anything cherry scented and almond scented, Dr. Pepper and cherry stuff and almond this and that. So marzipan is good. I don't eat much of that because that's super sweet, and I don't have much of a sweet tooth. I definitely have a fat tooth though, boy. I could eat bread and butter and chips and queso and French fries, potato chips all day long. I almost could never fill up that hole in my tooth. So I don't know if that's good or bad. Oh, yeah, you know what? This is a pretty aggressive razor above 3. That 5 was a mistake. Whew. But man, is it smooth. Holy cow, that's 2 passes. Dare we go for 3? You know what? With all this, I can feel a little bit of razor burn, like from the earlier 2, like here and down here. These things are gonna hurt. Doesn't matter, I'm still gonna do it. Should I mix them both together in my hand, then put them on, or just put one on after the other? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll read them later after I've already done it. Yeah, this executive man smells great. I need to get some more on my brush, though. It's kind of thinning out, but that's okay. 3rd pass. Doesn't have to be real thick. That's all I need of that. I always feel kind of halfway guilty rinsing out a full brush, especially when there's lots of good. I just want to squish it up and play with it like Play-Doh for a while. What's wrong with me? All right, what's wrong with you? Dang, yeah, I got a bunch of little nicks. Ooh, whoa, wow, okay, hold on. Preliminary, getting the old, I'm gonna get this alum block out. I still don't have a styptic pencil. I got this off Amazon, Gentleman John. You can get alum blocks anywhere. Maybe I shouldn't go for a 3rd one. You know what? I'm gonna dial it way down and go for a 3rd. I'm going to 1. Get the president on the horn. We're going to DEFCON 1. DEFCON 1's not good, but 1 on this will be good, hopefully. Man. Whew. Okay, I'm going to go super light. Oh, you hear that? Super, super light. Wow. Goodness. So what are your favorite holiday treats this time of year? What do you like to eat? I love anything peppermint. I love peppermint bark. I love those Christmas nougat. I like... Yeah, candy canes. And that's why I'm going to use this cane in a minute. Resist the urge to drink it. Don't drink aftershave. How many times do I have to tell you? Every time? Okay, every time I bring it up, I'll tell you. That way there's no legal ramifications for me even mentioning it, because I will have automatically said, don't do it. Do as I say, not as I do, folks. Do as I do, not as I say. I don't know. You figure it out. That's your job. So, so my youngest son, Fantastic kid. Clever, bright. Both of them. Very clever. Sometimes too clever, if you know what I mean. When they can, best you in an argument over why they should be able to do something or, have another 10 minutes on the screens when it's bedtime. Anyway, so he is an animal lover. He loves animals of all kinds. We've got a tarantula downstairs. We got a dog. We had a bearded dragon for a while that we borrowed. He wanted hamsters for a while. We visited every single PetSmart in the area not this past September, but the September previous, 2021, to look at hamsters. And we said, we're not going to buy a hamster. I'm sorry. We're just, now, he's into ducks. He wants us to go buy some ducks for him. 2, you have to have 2, he says, by law. He said there's something about, I guess, they need to be part of a flock or something. This could be his clever little ploy, couldn't it, now that I'm thinking about it? So, does anyone out there have any advice on raising ducks in the backyard? Should I know something that I don't know about it? Should I absolutely say no? Will it be okay? Will they fly off to the nearby pond and lake where there's a bunch of ducks that live and never come back? Let me know in the comments, would you? I'm putting some cold water on my face because I do feel a little bit of razor burn from that first pass on, however many half of a pass I did. Whatever length of pass I did on that first setting. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, get the Allen block out. Ooh. No, it's not burning. Good. Now, if the Allen block burns, then when you use aftershave afterward, it won't burn. Ooh, I did get a little right here on the mustache. Kind of a sensitive area around here. Have you ever sat down in front of on the couch in front of the TV with a bag of tortilla chips like Doritos and just eating the entire bag, and at the end, the corners of your mouth are sore and red because you ate an entire bag of, So anyway, this Allen block is it's good. You know how it works? I bet you do. I don't. It's an astringent. Tightens your skin, tightens your pores, tightens those little nicks and cuts, and closes them up. Somebody say you can buy alum in the grocery store? What do you put that in? Do you add it to food? To make it like bitter or something? I don't know. What do I look like, a meteorologist? All right, I'm gonna let that sit on there for a second. We got 17 minutes in. That's all right, that's not too bad. I don't like to go over 20, because I'm sure by the end you're just fast forwarding and saying, okay, that's good enough. I don't need to hear any more from him. But man, does it stop those little nicks. It's kind of like when you hold your breath, when you're hiccuping, pardon me. You never know when to stop holding your breath because the hiccups might still be there. Well, I don't know when to wash this off because the nicks might come right back as soon as I wash off the alum. But they weren't that bad. They weren't like cuts. They were just little burrs and nicks. Okay, I'm going to go for it. Let's see. Cold water. I can feel my skin is very tight. Oh, this is something that I learned from someone earlier. If you put the alum on your fingers before you shave, it'll help you grip a slippery razor better. It just does something. It's not smooth and slick. Like my face feels like that and my fingers feel like that. So a little tip I learned from somewhere and I'm passing it on to you. That's my job, folks. Make sure you get the soap out from behind your earlobes and on top and everywhere else. Make sure. Be mindful. Mindfulness. That's the word of the day, folks. Mindfulness and nougat. I already have one of those, so I'm good. All right. Christmas Eve and some North Pole Barbershop cane. Ooh, this says aftershave and cologne. Huh. So peppermint and then like fir tree / orange / oh, it's beautiful. I'm going to put on the cane first, just because. I don't know why. I'll tell you what, what's the one I do that Phoenix, I need less than that. Phoenix makes that burns me. Oh, Cella Cool. This doesn't do that to me because it doesn't have whatever ingredient that was that goes in that. That's minty, menthol. It's making my eyes water a little bit. That's good. All right, Christmas Eve, which I absolutely love this stuff. Oh, it's like I walked onto a Christmas tree farm and they're handing out peppermint bark and hot cocoa. Oh my gosh. Hot cocoa, that wouldn't be a good scent for aftershave, would it? Whenever they try to synthesize chocolate flavor, all you end up with is Tootsie Rolls. And hey, God bless you if you like them. They don't taste like chocolate. They taste like Tootsie Rolls. And that's not what I'm going for here when I want chocolate. All right, so that's it, folks. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. And I hope you're having a good holiday season. I hope you're having a very Merry Christmas. Hope you're having a happy Hanukkah. I can't remember when that starts. I'll have to ask my friend. And yeah, all of that good stuff. Don't buy too much, you know. Consumerism and all that commercialism. You know, like Charlie Brown says in the Christmas special. He goes out to buy that aluminum tree. I gotta watch that soon. Gotta watch it soon. Christmas Story Christmas. Have you seen that yet? I haven't done it yet. Ralphie, you know, who wants that BB gun. Well, now he's all grown up. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. Have a great one, everybody. Let's go, Nougat.